Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look inside Dave Chappelle's modest Ohio home. Let's get right into it. One of the most well-known stand-up comedians of our time is Dave Chappelle. Since his first appearance in the spotlight, the 48-year-old American comedian has garnered a massive fan base. The comedian most recently performed on Saturday Night Live, an Emmy award-winning late-night comedy show. In the aftermath of the recent US election results, he presented a moving and compelling monologue, which was well received by fans. Many admirers expressed their gratitude for Dave Chappelle's SNL monologue on Twitter. Despite his financial success, the comedian has kept his personal life mostly private. According to an article in Cheat Sheet, Chappelle made headlines when he wanted to quit Hollywood in 2005. Many of his friends and fans were surprised by his decision, given his Comedy Central program was doing well. He apparently stated in a later interview that he left due to a terrible work atmosphere. Dave Chappelle moved to South Africa for a while after making what appeared to be a highly risky decision, primarily to avoid American media. He eventually returned to the United States, but this time chose to establish and construct his life outside of the Hollywood spotlight. He relocated to a rural area outside of Yellow Springs, Ohio. Chappelle and his wife, Elaine Irf, have been married since 2001 and have 3 children, Suleiman Chappelle, Ibrahim Chappelle, and Sonal Chappelle. According to reports, Chappelle still resides in Ohio and lives in a modest home by famous standards. According to a source, Dave has a 39-acre farm with a guarded entry. Given that Ohio is a green state, Dave's home is surrounded by lush vegetation. The comedian has not revealed any photos of his humble and charming home on Instagram because he is a very private person. The 3,154 square foot home has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and is situated on 39 acres of beautiful countryside with a private gated entry. The house is currently valued at $277,330 according to current estimations. With a mortgage like that and a net worth of $42 million, it's simple to see how Dave can afford his luxury car collection. But this seems to be more than a home for Dave. Recently, Dave Chappelle reportedly threatened to remove his numerous businesses out of Yellow Springs, Ohio, if the village council moved forward with a plan to create more affordable housing in the region. According to Dayton Daily News, Yellow Springs had been working with Oberer Homes on a new development project that was to contain a mix of single-family homes, duplexes, and townhouses, as well as a donation of an extra 1.75 acres to the town for future affordable housing. However, the council rejected the proposal on February 7th due to opposition from Chappelle, who threatened to pull his business ventures out of Yellow Springs if the plan went forward, and other Yellow Springs residents, and instead went with the original plan: 143 single-family homes with a starting price of around $300,000. Chappelle's company, Iron Table Holdings LLC, is in charge of his activities in Yellow Springs, and he's apparently intending to open a restaurant named the Firehouse Eatery and a comedy club called Live from YS. At one council meeting, Chappelle mentioned a $65 million a year corporation while threatening to shut down his own businesses. Dave said, "I cannot believe you would make me audition for you." The comedian then added, "You look like clowns. I am not bluffing. I will take it all off the table." Chappelle, as the Yellow Springs News previously pointed out, lives near the proposed development site. He and others who have opposed the plan have expressed concerns about increased traffic, a lack of sidewalks, and the development's overall layout. At a council meeting in December 2021, Chappelle stated that he was adamantly opposed to the project and added, "I've invested millions of dollars in town. If you push this thing through, what I'm investing in is no longer applicable. I would say that Oberer can buy all of this property from me if they want to be your benefactor, because I will no longer want to." Some people might ask why Yellow Springs, Ohio is very special with Dave. You might wonder why Yellow Springs, Ohio of all places on the planet. To simply put it, this is where Dave grew up. Dave spent a large part of his boyhood in the small isolated town. Dave's father moved to Yellow Springs after his parents divorced when he was 6 years old. Because of this, he spent many of his childhood vacations there. Dave had to fly back and forth a lot when his father became critically ill in 1998, so he decided to buy a house in Yellow Springs for convenience reasons. When Dave chose to leave Hollywood in 2005, putting an end to the immensely popular Chappelle show, he went to Yellow Springs, Ohio with his wife Elaine and 3 children in the same house he had acquired several years before. This gesture touched the hearts of his many fans. In a world where everyone is busy trying to prove their wealth by buying multiple houses from different states, Dave made the unconventional choice to give extra privacy to his life and his family. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.